Evening, everyone. So this is a little hello from Manchester.
Don't know what you're doing, Neil, but me and plumbing have a story to tell. If you're from Manchester,
you know,
never rains.
Always a blue sky and heat and everything. Never rains, does
Beautiful.
it? Isn't it? And you're on your second visit with us, isn't it? It's back to work. Friday, come rush. Friday after a couple of days off. Yeah, so we've hard to believe that a week ago we were coming into the bank holiday weekend and we were going to get hammered this time last week. It was incredibly busy and things have eased off a lot now with things, so that the site's pretty quiet, but we have got the usual turnover on a Friday as ever. I'm just giving Rasha a quick walk. Yeah, a few things going on in this video, so I will be inserting later a little clip that Sandra sent, a clip of the moon the other night. Do you remember we had that big supermoon the other night? I done a time lapse, so I'll bung that on in a bit if I remember. And we had an incident here on the campsite last night. I can't go into details on it, but yeah, it could have been a bit interesting. Anyway, that seems to be resolved at long last, and yeah, the joys of being a campsite warden. And I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to Alison. You didn't rush, you're just staring at me. You don't even, you've had enough. To Alison. Alison, you sent over a coffee and sent over some very, very kind words. So thank you ever so much for that. Sandra is coming to visit. Not too sure this next weekend or the weekend after. I think it may be next weekend for a couple of nights with, all being well, Hannah, her daughter. Who's never been here before. So what I'll do, Alison, I'm going to put that to one side, and when Sandra and Hannah come up, we'll get ourselves or I'll put it towards getting ourselves a little treat. So yeah, it'll be good to see Sandra back on the campsite. So I'm going to go and start my day. I need to speak to a couple of people about something that happened last night, and yeah, it's all rock and roll. Right, so into the cafe. Right, we've got a couple of people. We've not caught you on camera yet, have I?
No.
I'm going to come that way because the sunlight's beating through. Your second visit, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Were you here for a week last time?
Monday. Yeah, we were.
Yeah, we were. Week last time, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that, wasn't it? You fixed Dan and Mazzy's
Bits and bobs,
fridge and bits and bobs,
fridge
isn't it?
and cooker and Juki's airbag module off to be sent away.
Okay, so I think I'm not going to say anything yet because the video's not out, but I think he's got some news on his MOT, which I've been told about, which is good news, and everything. You're going to have a look at the tap for me, aren't you?
I'm going to tap for you as well, yeah.
Right, I was just explaining.
Busman's holiday.
No, I was just explaining about me and plumbing. I know not to. Something. It's a bit like some. Give me a computer, and I'll open it up and I'll start ripping it all to bits, and other people will go, well, don't know what you're doing, Neil, but me and plumbing have a story to tell. If you're from Manchester, those of a certain age will remember back in the 70s and the 80s, a market called the Underground Market, under Market Street in Manchester. And in 1982, I think it was, possibly 83, I became a manager for a company called Photo Processing. And I opened up their very, very first 1 hour mini lab in the UK. And it was down Brown Street on the entrance to the Underground Market. And to cut a long story short, I'd left a tap running one night and I flooded the Underground Market. And it didn't go down very well at all. But I confess, well, I had to confess because when I arrived for work, the police were there, security were there, and I got the keys for the shutters and everything. So yeah.
You have to give them back.
Yes, it was interesting. How are you, Mark? Have you recovered from? We're not going to go into detail for privacy reasons, but have you recovered from last night's? Is it shenanigans incident? What was the word?
Something like that, really.
Yeah, interesting one, wasn't it?
Yeah, late one in the end.
Yeah, very late. It was. I think I got my shower at midnight before I actually physically got myself settled down and relaxed and everything. We won't go into detail on that, but lovely lady, you know who you are. We were just so happy to be able to accommodate and do what we did last night. And again, I can't go into full details on that, but I think we worked really well together on that.
Yeah, well, good outcome in the end, I suppose.
So, Disney, the world of Disney, when years ago, if you had a big queue for a Disney fairground ride and people getting irate because people don't like waiting, the Disney motto is turn something tragic into a little bit of magic. And that motto always stays with me. Turn something a little bit tragic into something magic. And it all ended up well and everything like that in the end, didn't it? So I'm not going to video the lady because she doesn't want to be on camera, which is absolutely fine. But we will at some stage. We've got to get a little video of the dog.
Oh,
Yeah, cutie dog. But that all ended up well. What happened? Cottage turnover. Got a pod turnover to do. And then we're at the end of the month, so I'm going to be doing a bit of training this afternoon, Mark. Staff training, and I'm hoping to get myself out for an hour. I need to go and get some bits and bobs from Skegness, cleaning material, and all the. It's not Graham, is it?
Craig.
All right, Graham.
Okay.
So, and Craig's going to give me a diameter of a pipe for a tap, because if I don't do it, I'm going to come back with the wrong one, and it's all very confused. I didn't realise that on our site, the mains water, we've got 20mm and 25mm.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Alkazine, yeah.
Yeah, and that size 20mm, that size 20, but it all looks the same, doesn't it?
It does look the same, yeah.
It's not.
No.
No, I've had to write it down on the wall, and I've ended up. So obviously, I've got thrown in the deep end here, and you're going to get these water fittings, and I've had to deal with crisis here. There's goes another timer. That's to take the washing machine out of the washing machine into the dryer, the drying out of the dryer into the dryer into the washing machine, and load up the other washing machine. But that's got another 15 minutes to go on that washing machine and that other dryer there. Right. It's simple, isn't it? It's absolutely simple. But we will get a proper sort of bit of a catch up later. I'm going to have a bit of a mad run around, and you may be going to the Ingamells experience.
Yeah. We'll see how that turns out.
Have you been to Ingamells? Have you been to the market at Ingamells? They're just saying it's quality crap down there. It's not like the Mablethorpe crap. This is proper quality crap.
Proper.
And they'll barter as well.
Barter?
Yeah, they will barter there. So if you do see a handbag or something for 25 quid, do barter.
Yeah, we're only taking 20 quid with us, so we'll have to.
Wise move. Right, I'm going to go and open up my mower shed. I'm going to go and turn over the pod. I've got some prep to do, and I'm going to quickly give the in the front the facilities. Also, super warm. A bit cloudy, but really, really warm. Did you watch the other night the big supermoon, the blue moon? I think it was called. It was pretty stunning. I actually put a time-lapse video of this. I think I videoed 5 hours. And I've compressed it down to 1 minute. The camera that I've shot it on doesn't really do justice to what it was like here, but the big supermoon sort of rose up on the left-hand side of our site, meandered itself down on the sky, and then sort of dips down as you come into dawn. Anyway, what I'll do, I'm going to insert the clip right after this clip in a minute, and look at the shimmering light, because obviously there's quite heavy dew and dampness and all the rest of it. But here was the supermoon a couple of nights ago, rising and setting at the nurseries. Mower time. And amongst things that I need to do, as I say, I've got to go to Skegness to Price Busters. Price something to get by a load of cleaning stuff. Well, not a load of cleaning stuff. So I need some boxes, some other bits and bobs, but we don't order online. But all my petrol cans, jerry cans, are empty. I just need to make sure I did fill this up the other day. Have I got? Yeah, not got a lot in there, but I'm going to mow over the front of the facilities so I'll be all right with that. But I've got to get the petrol cans filled up today at some stage. I don't normally have a third cup of coffee, but I think I'm going to get a cup of coffee and start to make some notes down, because we're at the end of the month. Some paperwork that needs doing some stage this afternoon, and I'm going to be obviously training Mark up to be doing some of these other bits and bobs. So let me get into the office and crack on with that. It's been one of them days. Well, one of them mornings. It's definitely been one of them mornings. But we've also been having a bit of a chin wag with some people staying with us, and sharing some stories that I can't share on camera. Confessions of a Campsite Warden. So Mark's been doing some breakfasts. He's now finishing the cottage turnover. We've got washing machines going and dryers going and things like that. With somebody coming into the cottage in a couple of hours, so we're racing against the clock. I've done the toilet facilities, showers and pod. And then we've got the guy who's on here early. He's going to have a look at some of the... we've got 3 plumbing issues, basically. That I don't do plumbing. Anyway, all being well, I'm going to get some part numbers from Screwfix or Tool Station, because I need to go into Skeggy to go and pick those up. In approximately, I'm hoping, in a couple of hours. And like I said before, next quick job now is I need to just quickly give the front of the facility block a quick mow. And then there was a pitch number 28, a camping pitch. They've gone as well, so I'm just going to give that a quick mow. And then hope I've got enough petrol and I don't run out. Fingers crossed. Let's crack on. Come on. No. We need to work. Can't be talking. Right, so that's that little bit of grass cutting done, and I'm just going to go down to the bottom of the site now and crack on with a couple of tent pitches to go over, empty the cuttings. Right, hang on a minute. Let me turn the engine off. Right, so what we are here now is we are located in a very rural location. We're surrounded by farmland, and Lincolnshire is the breadbasket of Britain. And believe it or believe it not, farm work needs to be done to, grow crops. So if you stayed with us recently, you'll have spotted the big pile of manure over here. And what's actually happening at the moment is the muck spreading is now being done onto the field. So there's a big JCB mulching it all up, and then there's another tractor over at the back. You won't be able to see it at the minute. Try and capture him later, who's doing a bit of muck spreading. So this is called rural living. And what can also happen when this happens, because there'll be horseflies and thunderflies and things like that, we can get now flies over on the site, and there's going to be a fresh country aroma. Why do people come to the countryside and then complain about machinery and harvesting being done and things like that? Peculiar. Anyway, that's all going on there. This pitch now isn't going to be in use for a while, so I'm just going to just quickly go around the edging, and I'm sat on my Husqvarna basically. Okay. Sun has got his hat on, hip 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 hooray! The sun has got his hat on. And I can't get into my camp. Hello, Rasha. Sun's out. Rasha's out. Hello, Rash. How are you? How are you? Come on. I'm going to get some dinner. Do you want a treat? What are you doing? My grass needs cutting. Might do that this afternoon or tomorrow. How are you doing? Have you been a good girl? Are you having a scratch? I hope you've not got fleas. How are you doing? Have you been good? What are you doing? Where are you going? Oh, it's warm in here, Rasha. It is warm in here. How are you doing? Have you been a good girl? Have you been on guard? Have you been on guard? Have I got you? Have you been good? Have you been good? I've come to get myself some dinner. There you go. So back in the office and sit down for 10 minutes, all being well. And I'm going to get some dinner. I'm arming myself. I've got a couple of packets of this beetroot salad from Lidl. And I've got a chicken and bacon salad, which I'm going to open up and pour some of the beetroot salad into that salad. And I'm going to bung myself some salad cream on and go for a healthy option. I was talking to somebody earlier It's really strange. My blood pressure in the last week, since all the calamity of being busy, is well good. It's okay. If anything, it's sometimes super low. So I said to Mark, now we're quietening down and all the rest of it, I will make a proper effort next week to get myself a doctor's appointment. But meanwhile, let me get myself some grub down my neck. Right, so it's a beautiful day here at the nurseries in Mumby in Lincolnshire. But it never rains here, you know.
It never rains.
Always a blue sky and heat and everything. Never rains, does it?
Beautiful.
Isn't it? And you're on your second visit with us, isn't it?
Indeed. Yeah.
And,
We was lucky last time with the weather as well.
What month was that you were here?
April, just after the Easter holidays.
Was it really that long ago? Yeah. Oh my God! It just seems so long ago because it was after all the rain and everything there, wasn't it? Yeah, it was really funny. The software that we use to do our booking system, I've loaded it up this morning and it's come up as the 1st of December.
Yeah.
And it shows the next 2 months. But this time in 2 months, we're sort of at the end of the season, and it's like, oh my God, where's science? That's April, May, June, July, August, September.
But you're open this winter, though, aren't you?
We are going to be open this winter, and I don't think there'll be many people coming, sort of thing, to be honest.
We'll probably come back in about 6 weeks.
Yeah. We have got booking. I think it's coming for Christmas. Somebody's staying with us.
Oh wow!
And so I'm hoping my boss. Hello, John, if you're watching, then I know you watch my videos. So what the problem we've slightly got is a lot of the hard standing pitches. If you're in a big motorhome, the corners need taking in 45 degrees because obviously the grass being soft. So you're on pitch 1, that's easy because it's a big pitch. Pitch number 6 is a bit easy one for a motorhome, but we'll be sussing it. But yeah, Mark's going to be here all over winter and everything.
Wow.
So how are you enjoying your stay? September we're in, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
No, we love it. Yeah, but, you know, as I say, it's our second visit. There's always a warm welcome from yourself and Mark. Facilities are always immaculate, and it's nice and quiet. We live in the Peak District, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have a drive out and come over this way and see the other half live.
That's something like that. Well, we were having chats in the cafe this morning of things that I can't chat about on camera, and I was explaining some of the other things that have gone on here and other life escapades. So so if you ever come here, just try and remind me, and I've got lots of stories to tell and everything.
You've got a good storyteller.
So the people that were here on this pitch number 1 last weekend, these were the people that saw the here, which is those of a certain age, where did that face go? Nudge, wink, say no more. Where did that come from? Who did that?
I don't know. Wasn't it one of the Monty Python?
I'm just trying to think whether it was flipping whether it was Rodney off Holyfield. Nudge,
it wasn't. It was one of the guys on Monty Python's Flying Circus.
Nudge, wink, say no more. So the other day, a song came into my head, Eric the Half a B, which you probably haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. No. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And it's a Monty Python sketch. So somebody did it, so I sort of lured in. And we had another song today with you in the cafe. I can't remember what it was now, but isn't it weird how songs just...
It is, yeah.
Funnily enough, I've just gone back to my vinyl collection, so I'm setting up a hi-fi system at home, and we're going into all the antique shops for records that we used to buy when we were kids.
But they cost more now, second hand. You pay £1.50 for an LP 30 years ago, and they're like 25 quid now.
I know. It's just,
so,
it's nice to look back, and it's lovely. I'm really enjoying that.
Did you ever, when you were little, go to like a jumble sale and buy an old 78 record and then heat it up over a gas cooker and make it into a bowl?
No, I did actually have a record on my record deck in my bedroom. I'd be about, 10 years of age, so it was a long time ago, and the bedroom was that hot. When I came back in the bedroom to play the record, it warped. And I think my mother used it as a fruit bowl for about the following 10 years.
Well, that's what I'm saying, you used to be able to do it.
Back and turn them overdrive, you won't see nothing yet.
No, absolutely. So if you're at a car boot sale or a charity and you see like an old 12-inch record for like 10p, you can heat it up and you can mould it into shapes and you make a hat out of it, couldn't you? Am I being a bit silly?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Know.
Right, I'm just going to make sure Mark's all right, and I'm going to head into Skeggy. I need to go and buy some bits and bobs, and I need to go and buy some plumbing things.
Supper tonight.
Oh, are you? Where are you going to? Do you know?
Leonard's.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
The marina, is it?
Yeah.
I went there last time and it was lovely.
I like Chapel.
Yeah,
really
Yeah.
nice fish and chips.
There is a remote possibility I may end up living there. We'll wait and see.
Lovely.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Right, talking about waiting and seeing, what I'm going to do here right now, so I have got a video what Sandra sent to me with a little update, so I'm going to insert Sandra here now. There she goes.
Good evening, everyone. So this is a little hello from Manchester. It's midweek. Even though it's been the bank holiday week, so shortish week, I've been incredibly busy. So I'm really glad it's a short week this week. But anyway, so not much to report on the house front really. But my mum, pleased to say, is doing okay. A little bit brighter in herself and not too bad. So far so good, which is good news. And I have been, over the last 2 days, doing a very intensive training course, which was on the subject of road and air transport of hazardous goods, and in particular lithium batteries. So it's a bit of a long work story, so why I've been doing this, but anyway, it is done. I have finished. I did my exams this afternoon, and I have to wait and see what the results is, but I think it went okay, but we will find out fairly soon. What other news? I'm not sure. Yeah, so just cracking on with stuff. So hopefully going bell ringing again tomorrow night. So I might just see if anybody minds if I film myself doing a bit of bell ringing, because I've not done that for a while, and to see what they say. Yeah, and then yeah, garden's not looking too bad now. It's looking a bit tidier finally. Still a bit more sorting out to do around the house. That always continues. We've got a lot of windfall apples at the moment. So they're not the best apples, are the windfall ones, but it's still good enough to make crumble and things like that. So I made an apple crumble this week, which is very nice. Yeah, so there'll be massive crop of apples this year. So my daughter Hannah took some back to share with her work colleagues when she was over the other night. So it's better than them going to waste, because it's, as I think I mentioned, most of them aren't quite ready yet, but I will perhaps just leave some out at the gate for people as well if they want. It's just really bumper crop this year for us. Yeah, so hope you're all doing well. Just a little quick update from me, and hi to everyone, and hoping to head back over east fairly soon. So watch this space and see how that goes. But yeah, that's about everything for now. So it's just a bit mad busy, but doing okay. And good to see you all, and speak soon. Bye for now.
I hope you enjoyed that little clip of Sandra. What did I just do then? That I didn't? So what did I not do then? What I normally do? So I'm coming all the way back. Sorry. And who are you and where are you from?
Jeff and Anna, and we're on the edge of the Peak District in the Amber Valley.
Brilliant. I'm rubbish at remembering names, but I don't normally forget to ask a name. How rude was that? So, brilliant to have you with us, guys. All right, so give everybody a wave goodbye.
See ya. Drive for a bit.
Price busters accomplished. Screw fix accomplished. But two of the items I've got to come back for tomorrow. It's always funny hearing Skeggy, because you've got a screw fix here and a tool station next door to it. And what I'm going to do now, unfortunately, in the other shop that I went to, they didn't have a couple of items that I want, so now I'm going to have to make my way over to B&M Bargains, and I hate that retail park. It's a nightmare of a place. Anyway, I'm going to go there, and then that should be all the shopping done for now. Oh, then I'm going to have to come all the way back here tomorrow to collect these other couple of plumbing items. Mark, it's been a bit of a strange old day, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Well, a strange 24 hours, 18 hours. Started at 10:30 last night, didn't it?
all the action, yeah.
But you've had a couple in for breakfast this morning.
I'll put in for breakfast and then...
Cottage turnover day. Got some chopping out that I needed to get out. A bit of grass cutting that we need to grass cut. And then we're going to be getting into getting ready for winter mode, aren't we?
Near enough, yeah. It's sort of getting cooler.
Yeah, getting end of season, and the grass definitely hasn't grown as much in this last week than it normally does. So I think we'll wrap that off there. I don't know how much content we've got, but do you want to say goodbye to everybody, Mark? Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Abianto? No, not Abianto. No. Akali-o. A bit of Japanese. Akali-o.